This actually is a song that was inspired by a book for kids between about the ages of 9 and 12, written by Phil Cummings, a book called Danny Ellen Was Here. And it's about a farming family from South Australia who were really sort of in the grip of the drought.
The morning sunshine shredding all the shadows in the sky, and the front gate slams behind me, and I hear the rooster cry. I'm heading for my lookout, it's a big old pepper tree, and I'm climbing up to see what I can see. And the wind is coming from the south, the tree begins to sway. My name is Danny Allen, and it's an awesome day.
It's about the drought. It's about, you know, that impending sense of doom and gloom that a drought has, you know, every day, baking, clear blue skies, or even, you know, the clouds, the build-up of the clouds, the moisture, you can smell the rain and then it disappears, you know, that sort of, that kind of heartbreak. But I also want to also say, as well as hard times, you know, life on the land, family life on the land can be great. An awesome day celebrates that. You know, the kids out, you know, at the old homestead, the deserted homestead, scratching their name in the plaster, swinging round on the veranda post, lost in a dream, high in a tree with getting knocked around by the wind, lost in your imagination again, you know, mum in the kitchen. All of these things are things to be, you know, valued and celebrated. And I think that that unless you actually, you know, represent them in art forms, whether they be songs or paintings or, you know, maybe theatrical productions or bits of music or photographs or whatever, unless you actually represent them, sometimes you don't actually get a chance to reflect on them and go, well, that bit of my life is really, really worthwhile. It's really valuable.
I'm on a secret mission, and I took my brother Danny in, sneaking into the dusty shed to get our tadpole tin. And we're going down to the dam today, but we're really not allowed. And over on the skyline, there's a great big rumbling cloud. There's thunder in the distance, and I can smell the rain.
Do it again.
There's thunder in the distance, and I can smell the rain.
Now, John's on the A. John's on the A. You should be up there.
Thunder in the distance, and I can smell the rain.
I've been working with the Australasian Centre for Rural and Remote Mental Health for maybe 5 or 6 years now. I think what they do is fantastic. I have a commitment to their particular approach to and contribution to the mental health of the people out on the land, out on the mine sites and Indigenous communities, these people who make a very significant contribution to our GDP. What I hope happens with this song is that people in rural areas listen to it and go, that's us.
Thunder in the distance.
Thunder in the distance. There's thunder in the distance, and I can smell the rain. There's thunder in the distance, and I can smell the rain. That's it.
I get asked all the time if songs can change the way people think. Absolutely. And I think that if we are shown, you know, we're given a perspective, and the perspective is honest and credible and has its roots and bases in reality, I think, you know, we all go, that's fair enough.
Can you imagine what the pressure that's going on in a lot of these gentlemen's head from farms, like farmers and graziers, where they've lost all their stock and they have to restock their property, and they're wondering, how am I going to do it?
And the banks snap.
And the banks say, hey, you can't do it.
Yeah.
And that's been their life.
I think it's hopefully a song of understanding, you know, a song that says to the people out in drought-stricken, say, hey, we get it, you know, we get it. I think for the people out there, it also validates and values their lives with their families. It's when your life or an aspect of your life is reflected back at you in some sort of artistic form, whether it be song, painting, photograph, you know, bit of music, theatrical presentation. When that's reflected back somehow or other, your life is validated and your life is seen, you know that your life and your experiences are seen to be valuable because somebody other than you has taken them, you know, and sort of worked them and presented them back to you. So I hope that it's a validation. I hope that it helps those of us who spend most of our time, you know, sort of, you know, inside the asphalt belt, you know, stop and just reflect on how tough, you know, life can be for the men and women on the land who feed us.
That's me out on the tractor, just staring at the sky. And it hasn't rained for ages, I'm afraid my stock will die. And I've worked this land forever, well, years and years and years. And I've ploughed and sowed these paddocks here with my blood and sweat and tears. And I try to hide my worries underneath my battered hat. I'm a farmer from Mundawi, and I'm Danny Allen's dad.